Hello, welcome. My name is Wendy Wing. Welcome to my space. This reading is for Virgo. All right, Virgos. The intention behind this reading is for the supermoon in June 2022, the strawberry full moon. June 14th, to help you look at your energy right now for this event so you can realize what you want to release, using the energy, the lunar energies, to release what's no longer serving you and to bring in more of what you want, more of what you prefer. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the Power Animal Oracle deck to get a general feel of where your energies are. And I just want to start out by letting you know how much I appreciate you sharing your energy, being here with me today. Thank you, Virgos. Ooh, that card jumped out. Hummingbird, joy. Lighten up. So it looks like maybe things have been a little difficult, a little heavy. And so I'm seeing dancing outside, maybe dancing by the moonlight. Boy, there's something about dancing under the moonlight with bare feet. So let's see what other cards. Oh, this has been coming up in quite a few readings. Snake, healing. You are a healer. I feel like a lot of this heaviness is that you've been working on a lot of your trauma work, shadow work, wounded inner child, wounded healer. A wounded healer would definitely make sense. There's an aspect to this full moon that is about wounded healer. It's the comet, Chidron. And so this is having a wounded healer kind of vibe right now. Dear Pathfinder, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So as a healer and possibly wounded healer, you've got this amazing intuition that you tap into. Feels like a knowingness. So those qualities, those aspects will really help you to utilize the energies of the cycles, of the lunar cycles right now, to release whatever isn't serving you. It feels like a lot of you are aware of this, are really aware of how the lunar cycles. It's interesting, being an earth sign, but being so in touch with the moon. Maybe you've got some water nodes or water aspects to your sign. So anyway, let's keep looking. All right. Pull these out and then we'll discuss and clarify. So in the past, either recent past, you've been working with finding balance. This specifically looks like finding balance in between your masculine and feminine aspects of who you are. So not about gender, but your feminine aspects, your receptivity, and your masculine aspects, your doing, your producing and creating, doing feels like. being and doing. That even matches masculine side, feminine side, and then heart space. So let's get some clarification. Feels like that, again, self-work that you've been doing. So not only looking at past traumas, but balancing your feminine and masculine. This card seemed to really fun. And in the past, you've been in solitude, kind of a hermit mode, maybe realizing what your story has been, and then the blank pages on the other side, realizing that you can create the you that you would prefer to be going forward. No matter the difficulties, the mountains, it feels like a main pillar of who you are and who you want to be. And I want to be myself. Ooh, there's been this real truth moment, a real balancing of who you are. This gal is on the scale and balancing against, oh, this feels like a karmic balance. Ooh, my cards are flying. My cards are flying. I will take that and put that. All right. A balancing, a karmic balance is happening before you can go forward. Oh, so part of this difficulty in this healing is around, oh my gosh, and these are all, so major arcana in these cards are black borders, and everything that I've put out so far is a black border. So you're dealing with like core issues. These aren't just issues that are coming up that are kind of temporary. That's why it feels so heavy and light at the same time, is that you are really transmuting a lot of core issues, core of what makes you you, and you're balancing those and deciding what aspects you would like to keep that you enjoy about yourself, and what aspects you would like to release, that maybe beliefs that don't serve you, limiting beliefs about yourself or about your world. Let's get some more. Oh, well, this card popped out. Accelerated motion. So it feels like in the past, as you were working on these issues, the acceleration from vibrational aspects, the raising of your vibration, has brought this karmic needs to balance and look at, transmute past traumas, are all coming forward because of the raising of vibration, accelerated motion. It's the first time I've read this card this way. And I feel drawn to explain that when the vibration on the planet, as it is rising, then a lot of subconscious energy. So I read those personally, I read them kind of as back body, your subconscious energies start coming forward to be brought into the light of your consciousness. Subconscious emotions, subconscious feelings, subconscious beliefs, agreements that are unconscious that you have with yourself and with others. And so you're not being punished. Karma is not a punishment, but it's just a balancing of scales, realizing that whatever you've been putting out there, you receive back. And with the accelerated vibration, a lot of things from your subconscious are coming forward to be dealt with. It's like you have no choice but to take the blinds off. It looks, as I'm sensing it, it feels like this has been a lot of work for you. I just want to validate how hard you've been working on this, how heart heavy, like And I just want to acknowledge and validate how far you've come. That's another aspect of this moon, full moon, is yes, acknowledging the issues that you have on the one hand and what you would like to release, but also acknowledging how far you've come, basking in your accomplishments, listing out and celebrating the growth that you've made. How different are you from the beginning of the year? How many changes have you made? How different are you in the way you're seeing things from last year, a year ago this time? And then blow your mind, like how different are you from 10 years ago? And validate that. This takes a lot of work to transmute and transform yourself. Okay, these cards really seem to come forward. Oh, yes. 2 3s came out at the same time. Rejoice in celebration. As I was saying that, rejoice in and celebrate all the changes that you've made, even getting together with friends and celebrating like I'm a completely different person. Or there's a lot of aspects I've changed for the good because I love myself more. I like myself more. I like who I am. And another 3, partnerships and alliances. By acknowledging and creating this space, letting go of what's not working, and really acknowledging and creating this space of appreciation for yourself. At the bottom of the deck, heart chakra, appreciating yourself and the alliance, and so people will be drawn to work with you, to party with you. For some of you, this might have been the recent past. And so you're like, yeah, that was, I've done that. And so, but then if you have already done that, that could be another thing to add to your accomplishments pile, to really celebrate and bring in so you can have more. When you notice the lack, then you create more lack. If you appreciate what you do have, you create room for more things to appreciate to come in. So right now, in present time, you are at embrace. This feels embracing you, who you are. Oh, for some reason, this guy reminds me of Sean Hayes. I don't know why. I just listened to a Smartless episode today, so that's probably why just Jack is on my mind. But okay, clearing that away. So embracing who you are, at the heart of that, who you are and what you have, all that you have to offer the world. Embracing the world just as it is, embracing yourself just as you are. And this looks like maybe a symbol for Gaia. So Earth and all the beings here with you, embracing all that. How can you create enough space so you can embrace? It feels like if you can embrace yourself, then you can create more space to embrace everyone else and meet yourself where you are, right where you are, and meet the world and the people in it and the situations that arise from it, right where you are. There's something really powerful about that. This is amazing transformation to get to a spot where you would be able to embrace. Yeah, crown chakra. So crown chakra is here, and I see it as where you focus, how you bring in energy. When you think about something, your crown chakra changes. When you change your focus, the color, the vibrancy changes. It feels like you're opening your crown chakra. I'm really getting a 1,000-petal lotus blooming from that crown chakra and allowing all the light of new wisdom to be absorbed into those petals of your crown. Boy, there's a lot of peace with that wisdom that's coming through that you're bringing in. It feels like that peace that you're bringing in and that wisdom is really inherently who you are at the core. So whatever traumas or dramas are around you, really at the core, you're getting back to a real solid aspect of and peacefulness. Are you recovering from heartache and loss? Is that heartache and loss because you're releasing not being able to be yourself? Or is it someone else that you've lost? Or is it both? Let's find out. Let's clarify. Let's switch decks and clarify the heartache and loss. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like, if I were to read it about a relationship, the way I first saw it is, so it feels like there's heartache and loss. It doesn't even really matter at this point in the reading if it's heartache because not being able to be yourself or in a relationship that's ended. It feels like that heartache and loss makes, so someone comes in with a offering, and yet the heartache and loss makes it difficult for you to receive it because you don't even see, you're upside down and turned the other direction, so you don't even see if someone comes in with something that matches. I mean, he's got a pentacle, she's got a pentacle, no gender. This could be he, she, he, he, or genderless. You do you, boo. But the matching, like it feels like with this heartache and loss that you can't receive anything new coming in yet, and that's okay. If you're in this spot where you're healing from this loss, that's an important place to be. You are right where you need to be. You don't need to hurry through or rush through this heartache. Wherever you are is right where you need to be. And I just want to, that felt very important to say. Boy. And then Knight of Cups in reverse. This feels like an offering to fill that heart space yourself. Instead of an offering out to someone else, it's an offering within to fill yourself. And then I get the question, do you know how to fill yourself emotionally? Do you know how to speak to yourself and nurture yourself? Do you have a lot of like a nasty inner critic? It's like, oh, you never do it right. Ugh, my gosh, you're never going to get it right. You can't do it right. You messed up again. Let's talk about that situation you just had where you put your foot in your mouth. Like fire that inner critic that just never can see anything decent about what you do. Is that helping? How long have you had that critic? Has that critic ever helped you? Where's that critic really coming from? Does that stem from a parent who talked to you like that, and so you created that within you, that inner critic? That's so you won't be surprised by how your parents or parent criticizes you. You'll be prepared. You're already criticizing yourself. Yeah, a real invitation to at least explore, is this inner critic helpful? Would it be more helpful to bring in more like an inner cheerleader? You did the best you could. That's fantastic. It's okay how it happened. You've got this. It's okay. I mean, just gentler ways of talking to yourself. So, maybe one more. Strengthening bonds. I'm getting that this is strengthening the bonds, something about going within, strengthening your bond with yourself, strengthening aspects of yourself that you are welcoming back. Maybe even childhood aspects, innocence, a childlike way of looking at things. Strengthening the bonds between your feminine and masculine, strengthening the bonds between higher chakras and lower chakras, strengthening the bonds between the energies in the past and the energies in the future. So you can, well, actually, I would just strengthen my bond in the present time. Actually, let go of that. You don't really want to be bonded to the future or the past. You would like to be bonded to every present moment. So strengthening your bond with your grounding cord, strengthening your bond with your aura, so you have very clear idea of where your boundaries are. Boy, there's a lot of transformation here. And it feels like you're taking what you've learned so you can become a teacher, or you are a teacher. And these lessons that you're learning, you will be able to pass on. It doesn't have to be this specific, like a teacher role necessarily, because even once you learn a lesson and you just walk out into the world and you carry that energy imprint in your body, in your space, in your energetic body, how you walk through the world, that creates a map, a light that others might react to. And it will help inform others that they too can be themselves. That you've given yourself permission to be yourself, which gives others that same opportunity. All right, your higher self, messages from your higher self. Detach. And look how she's detaching from this former shadow, this former outline of who she was, and creating a new authentic one. She's releasing energy that might not be hers. She's leaving behind her a lack of growth. And with the super moon, full moon, it seems like a perfect time to detach from your higher self. Is like there's a list of things that you can release right now. And again, I'm seeing the number 11 at the top, which is for me an inner work type of thing. So detaching from aspects of yourself that are no longer working, beliefs that are no longer working. These cards popped up while I was talking. Let's see. And simply love. Simply love. I'm getting love your inner child, like create that bond. And again, like teaching, there's something about teaching, embracing your inner child with just love. Loving those aspects that you're releasing too. Like instead of being angry, just release with peace. I'm releasing with love and peace, that these energies can be released and recycled in the universe. And green, a real heart space energy. And then nurture. Oh, I love this. The snoring is my dog. Just really enjoying this calming energy. All right, so nurture. I love all the growth in this. The real sunshiny energy behind her and creating in this wonderful energy of what you have in your palm of your hands, this ability to nurture. So by detaching and releasing aspects in the supermoon, what no longer serves you, you create space for more nurturing thoughts, more nurturing ways of being, and simply loving yourself. I'm getting a suggestion of looking in the mirror, and it might feel weird at first, but looking in the mirror, looking yourself in the eyes, and telling yourself, I am love, I am loved, I'm lovable, I'm a friend, I'm smart, I have a lot to offer, I'm worthy, I'm valuable, I'm beautiful, I'm caring, I'm generous. Like whatever resonates with you, whatever your lists are, make sure it's something you believe. If anything that I listed or something else is, it's like, well, I want to say this, I want to be this person. Then you're not quite there yet. That's not how affirmations work. You pick things that you do believe already about yourself. So if you're not quite to the space where you would say, I'm worthy. If you can't say I'm worthy yet, if you're not in that belief system and you can feel the unworthiness going to that statement, then maybe you can backpedal to something that is believable. I'm working on my value. I'm working on my self-worth. I'm working on this. I'm working towards. So does that feel better? Can you have that statement? So yeah. All right, let's move on. So the challenge that you're having right now is to trust. And I'm getting, you're doing a lot of this work so you can learn to trust yourself and the universe, so you can co-create with yourself and the universe. Look at her eyes are closed. She's heart first and arms spread out and just stepping out, maybe even falling into the universe, just trusting that whatever comes up, she'll be able to get through. Again, no gender. Let's get some clarification on. So this is the Fool card. 0, endless possibilities. 0. the beginning of a new cycle for you. The challenge is it feels like you're closing off some cycles here. And so stepping off and embarking on a new you, a new life, a new aspect of you. And it's creating this foundation of opening up, of trusting being yourself, trusting being vulnerable, trusting that you're enough. Oh, I like that. Opening up and trusting. That feels really good. Let's see. And with doing these, by overcoming these challenges, you are creating success and growth. Boy, he's really determined. He's staring, so it's like he knows exactly what he wants to achieve. He's got his eye on the prize. There's something about just being yourself and trusting and opening up that allows you, my Virgos, this ability to succeed and grow. Succeed, growth inside. Like once you have that foundation of growth within, then it feels like you will have that reflected back to you. Wow, that feels good. All right, I'm going to draw an angelic light worker healing card as a final message from Spirit to help you with the strawberry full moon. That's the final message. So the vibration usually rises here as these higher dimensional energies come in. 10, protection for the vulnerable heart. Oh, that really goes up with you opening up and being vulnerable and learning to trust. The message from Spirit is that this feels like your guardian angel, at least as one other aspect, is reminding you, I've got your back. I'm protecting you while you transform your heart. I'm applying a gentle salve, a calming salve to your heart space to help it heal, to help with that healing, and to bring in more joy, which is really, I get the feeling of who you really are. This is really beautiful. That feels really lovely. And that in combination with all that lunar light that's coming in, maybe doing some breath work and breathing into that heart space. If you have the opportunity to go outside during this full moon and just breathe and absorb and enjoy the reflection that you and the moon are giving each other, there's something, a very lovely kind of partnership or balance with the moon's energy right now. So, all right, I feel complete there. I hope this was helpful, my Virgos. Let me know in the comments. A like is appreciated. If this really resonated, then subscribe or follow so you can receive more of these. And yeah, let me know in the comments if there was anything that resonated with you in particular. So, all right. I hope you have a great strawberry full moon. Bye, Virgos. Thank you.